A U.S. fighter jet crashed in southern Iran on Friday, prompting a search and recovery mission for the two-person crew, two U.S. officials said, marking the first known instance of an American aircraft going down inside hostile territory in a month-long conflict. The fate of the crew was not immediately clear. Also unclear is whether the aircraft was brought down by enemy fire or if an accident or malfunction may have played a role. The aircraft involved appeared to be an Air Force F-15E, according to officials and images of wreckage circulated by Iranian state media. The two-seat jets are operated by a pilot and a weapons systems officer. The incident represents a potential political liability for President Donald Trump, who is facing strident pushback from opponents of the Iran war, including among some of his supporters, who elected him to a second term based in part on his campaign promises to avoid costly military entanglements. In a primetime address this week, the president sought to defend his increasingly unpopular decision to start the conflict while asserting that the operation is nearing completion. It was not immediately clear how Friday's developments could affect that timeline. The U.S. jet was downed by anti-aircraft fire by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, according to Tasnim, a semi-official news agency tied to the IRGC. The report, which said the aircraft was destroyed, referred to only one crew member, a pilot who, it said, ejected and landed inside the country. The Iranians have frequently made unverified claims about downing U.S. planes and destruction of aircraft on the ground. On Friday, the IRGC also announced that an F-35 fighter jet had been destroyed in the skies of central Iran by the new advanced defense system of the IRGC Aerospace Force. Combat search and rescue operations are some of the most risky missions carried out by the U.S. military. Air crews and recovery personnel are on constant standby for such contingencies, then rush into a rapidly evolving and chaotic environment. While these personnel are backed by combat-capable troops, helicopters and planes used for such missions are vulnerable to enemy fire because they fly lower to the ground and must rely on other armed aircraft to protect them. The Washington Post shows a C-130 refueling aircraft flying low in Iran, about 90 miles east from its with Iraq. The tanker is shown fueling two HH-60G helicopters, which specialize in combat search and rescue, said Mark Cancian, a senior advisor at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. The fact that they are flying so low and slow indicates willingness to take a lot of risk, Cancian said. The incident Friday marks the fourth loss of an F-15 since the Iran war began. In early March, Kuwaiti personnel mistakenly shot down 3 of the jets. All 6 crew members ejected and were recovered safely. To date, 13 American service members have been killed as a result of Operation Epic Fury, the Trump administration's name for its war on Iran. 7 died as a result of hostile fire. 6 were killed in a plane crash in Iraq. Nearly 370 others have been wounded during the conflict, according to publicly released tallies.